For today's activity for classroom serial, this will be called The Spice Cabinet, Part 2 of 5, Mrs. Rose's Memory. Okay, once again, we have our answer key right here. And these are the things that we're looking for. A spelling error, add punctuation, capitalize a letter, remove a word, a wrong word, move a word, or make a letter a lowercase. Every time you find an error in your passage, you're going to put a check mark next to the box. And like I say, there's 5 errors in here that you're looking for. So when you completed filling in your checklist box, then that means that you found all the errors. So let's go ahead and get started reading our passage today. It's called The Spice Cabinet, Part 2 of 5, Mrs. Rose's Memory. Cooper and Rogers were dying to find out about the spice cabinet. Since Miss Martinez refused to tell them anything, they went to the person who knew just about everything about Fairview Middle School, Mrs. Rose. After school, Cooper and Rogers found Mrs. Rose at her desk in the front office. They told the beloved secretary what was on their minds. "The spice cabinet," Miss Rose said, sounding surprised and delighted. "I haven't thought about the spice cabinet in years." Mrs. Rose gazed up at the ceiling, as if she were looking back in time. Cooper and Rogers huddled around her. "Years and years ago, Fairview Middle had a cooking class," she began. "It took place in a kitchen classroom on the 3rd floor. Students loved it. But a class accidentally one day made a bad batch of corn muffins. Teachers and students got sick. After that, the school put an end to the cooking class. As far as I know, no one has been back to the old kitchen classroom since." Cooper and Rogers stared at Mrs. Rose, transfixed. "But what was the spice cabinet?" Cooper asked. "The spice cabinet was in the classroom," Mrs. Rose said, "and it was the most popular place in the entire school." All right, so go ahead and listen to this again if you need to before you start looking for your wrong answers, the things that are wrong in this passage. Remember, there's going to be 5 of them.